What's going on with y'all? What y'all want to know about Charlie?
I don't know. He was said, can we talk about Charlie from GK and Cali with the convict and Cora?
He's still shit. Charlie's still breeding. I saw him at Cinco last year. He's usually at every Cinco, no lie, but he's still out there doing his thing.
Bro, did you get on here before?
Yeah, you did.
He's been on here before, man.
Man, I remember that voice. For real, for real.
He was about to try to joke on you, Tank. He about to say, I remember that head, bro.
Bro,
He about to say, I saw his lips, bro. He about to say, I remember that head, bro.
Bro, don't listen to that. Nobody said you look like Mr. Potato Head off Toy Story, bro.
I told you.
He said, what's the input on convict and
He
Cora?
said, how was those dogs' temperaments, Cora and convict?
Just to clear things up, and this is also a reason why Charlie gets mad when this conversation comes up, because the GK label is quickly thrown on the dogs, and in all honesty, it's really Butthead Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Before the Butthead Blood entered the GK stuff, GK dogs look like gray line. They were gray line dogs. That's literally where they came from. So they had gray line pit bulls. Gray line pit bulls is the first breeding that Oliver and Tony did. Crazy Lou and Tony Showtime. That was the first official gray line breeding. That breeding produced foundation for Charlie, for June at Butthead, and probably two other kennels as well. That whole litter was kennel starters, essentially. So the blood is actually Butthead Blood. That's the problem, not necessarily GK. What happened was, after the Butthead Blood was introduced, a lot of people just start running with GK, and they started wearing the flag, the shirts all clicked up and all that stuff. But it's technically Butthead Blood that's behind there. The Butthead Blood is responsible for the size and the temperament.
But that's why Charlie's look different from the rest, right?
Yes and no, because again, Charlie still has the same blood. Cora's mom is litter mates to Kimbo's mom.
Mm-hmm.
They all family. Like Cora, the litter that Kimbo's mom came from, also Kennel Starter Foundation breeding. Every dog in there, Diva produced Kimbo, Diamond produced Cora, Stone produced The Rock. Then there was Smokey. Smokey wasn't bred much because he had issues, I believe. I think he stopped breeding them early, maybe, or he might have put him down around like 3-4 years old. But he was known to be a hot dog. But this I don't want to be long with but I understand what everybody say about it's not every dog and it's the owner. I agree with a lot of that. But my problem has always been, over the years when we have this conversation, when you have GK breeders who have the blood, it's like they're more trying to protect it than trying to understand what they have. Like, I understand you selling it, yeah, but at the same time, you should be selling it with a caution tag, because you can't sit here and say that it's absolutely no issue with it. So yeah, that's always been my thing, is that a lot of breeders, they act like, no, it's nothing. No, it's not the blood. No, it's the owner. It's the owner. Well, it's too often, it's literally the most consistent with the attacks. No, it's not the only, but it is the most consistent.
But see, when you say that right there, Tank, right? When you say it's the most consistent, right? What facts are we looking at, right? Let's break down the pad, right?
Bruh,
how far back we going in that pad with other bloodlines mixed in there?
Now, we do, as breeders, we do understand the thing called recessive genes.
Right.
And especially considering the fact that a lot of these people who get into these dogs, no matter XL, bully, whatever class, a lot of these people get in and start chasing names, and they just start stacking up on the dogs. Kimbo's already an inbred dog.
He is.
Jug for one. That Jug is off of Kimbo bred to his cousin.
Right.
So Jug is 3 times the worst blood. Then you got people with Legion. You got people who's off of Jug bred to his sister. So they kept concentrating on the blood, not realizing what they have. So yeah, it could be 5, 6, 7 generations back, but if it's 90 times back there, yes, it's a chance that it can creep through down the line. It's not 100% chance, but yeah, it definitely is a chance, and especially when people don't understand breeding that blood to bloods like gray line blood, gaudy line blood, any type of dog that got a little energy to it is the wrong idea. Especially if you the guy who just sitting on your ass taking on your dogs only come out to take pictures. GK dogs should not just be sitting in the kennel all day. They need a job. They need to get up and do something. Like seriously. I've seen it many times, bro. And even as of I get posts. People literally send me attacks all the time. All the time. Last year, I forgot, was it 2 little kids got injured in their mom? It started a chain effect. Right after that, people. I don't even like talking about it no more, honestly, because it's the same. It's the same. Ain't nothing I'm saying new to some people. You know, it is not really nothing new.
Brandon says, so those are actual pets and not homes.
Who? What's pets?
I think he's talking about jugging and legioning.
No, that's their pet. Yeah, that's their pedigree. That's their pedigree. Andres ain't do nothing funny over there.
So
he bred.
That's kind of sort of what I'm talking about though, Tank. Like you just now said, someone get a dog, you can look at the dog and tell that dog got a hyper dog. You ever had a dog in the kennel that just run back and forth all day long? But that's when I say, you got to put that on the owner. Like this dog is telling you, I need to be out. I need to burn this. You know what I'm saying? So what happens between a dog? Because I had a dog like that, right? All she wanted to do, what did that dog came off of? Goliath and shoot, I forgot the dog where I got it from. But all she wanted to do was run back and forth in her kennel, right? So I had to let her out before the other dogs, with the other dogs, and after the dogs. But still, she just, even when she got tired, she go drink a bunch of water, go lay down for a little bit, and she right back to the kennel. So I finally just say, you know what? Nah, sis, I got to give you up. I got to let you go somewhere because I ain't got enough time, or what I'm doing is not burning the energy off of you. Yeah. Yeah. So, but again, like I said, I feel like it's a two-way street. You can look at the pen and say, yeah, this is too tight. Like you said before, hey, man, you done double down on this is too much. You done put inbred on top of inbred, on top of some hung hot stuff. But then you got to look at the owner. Like, what happened? What occurred? And then again, like you said before, I understand the whole recessive gene thing. I definitely understand that. But at the same time, it's like, how many generations back do you expect a gene to not show up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it's still, the only way to really confirm is to do the testing. Apparently they came out with it, so this is a good time to actually test the dog. So GK breeders, and especially if they heavy on the blood, they don't have an excuse now. They can actually test for the gene to make sure that your dog doesn't carry it.
And which testing are you talking about?
What's the name of the gene?
I just saw it maybe over the summer. It was a lady who posted in one of these bully groups.
I seen it. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
it's like an A22 or something like that.
A22, the Ray's syndrome dream. That's exactly. It's not, and people keep calling it human aggression. It's not human aggression. A human aggressive dog hates human 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tank. Say it again.
24/7. They ain't gonna be cool with you one day and not. No, that's Ray's syndrome that we see in a lot of the cases, like you mentioned earlier. In a lot of the attacks that we hear about the people saying that the dogs were fine, the dogs were cool, chilling with the kids, and then just out of nowhere something happened. That's rage syndrome. It has nothing to do with how the dog was raised, how it was treated, or anything like that. The dog it's just like having a friend who's a psycho and he got a gun. That's the homie. But he tripping. He might have a little episode, and you might be a victim one day. So my thing is, a lot of these people who have had actual dogs with issues, like known issues, they don't tell people that they selling puppies to.
That's fact.
They don't tell them. They'll sell them a puppy, or they'll sell them to mom. Here you go. I don't need her. Oh damn. How'd I get this dog on this great ass price with this great ass pedigree? Because the dog got issues. That's what happened to the dude in Canada a few years ago. The dude in Canada a few years, and I was mad at him because I had told him, I warned him about it a heads up. And what he do, not only did
Got it.
he continue to breed his bitch, he bought more of the blood to breed to his bitch. Yeah, it was one thing to have it in, start outcrossing to try to breed away from it, but he's trying to line breed it. Then you look up, less than a year later, he pops up out of nowhere saying, fuck GK,
Who was that?
that shit attacked my nephew. It was, I forgot the dude. I'm pretty sure you know who he is. This was like 3-4 years ago.
Dang, man, I'm trying to think.
He popped up. I forgot the guy. He was in Canada, I want to say. He had Genghis, which he don't know, but that dog was paper hung in a motherfucker and is actually off of Kimbo's dad. He was one of the last dogs off of Kimbo's dad. And that was what, like 2014, 15. He bought that dog. He had a inbred, or line bred El Presidente daughter, which was El Presidente, which off of Heavy D. Heavy D is off of Debo. Debo is Kimbo's littermate brother. They, to create Heavy D, they bred Debo to his sister.
Bro, it's it's so crazy because a lot of these peds are reading totally wrong. Like, I mean, in reality, we know this, but it's so the market and the people are so confused because they'll say, "Oh, my dog is off of this," and the whole time you thinking, like, when they hit you up, you like, "Nah, that's not even true." But you tell them that, they think you capping, so it's just like, okay, cool. Like,
but that's the other part of the issue too. I see a lot of people, and not even just with the GK stuff, just with dogs in general. It's too many people rushing into this breed and trying to be rich off of breeding, and they not doing no type of research, no type of shit about what type of dogs they breeding. Right. They don't know if they breeding dogs with heart murmurs, heart issues, and all type of other shit. They just getting it because they see everybody else on the internet doing the shit. They see, oh, that's the blood that everybody wants. That's what I'm gonna go get too.
That's why a lot of blood.
Yeah, it's very little people out here who are actually putting in the time to understand what they're breeding, and then they'll just breed it and sell it to the next man, and then that guy does the same thing. That's why, in my opinion, that's why we have so many incidents going on, because nobody either nobody cares or nobody's actually trying to do the research to do it. This conversation has literally been going on since 2008. That says a lot right there. Since this same conversation,
why you think?
That's why I'm burnt out.
That's been had over and over again. But as I said before, as soon as something happens, we don't know how the dog was being taken care of. They don't even care to ask them questions. You got friends talking about, oh, my friend got attacked. But what did your friend do?
Say that again.
What?
I mean, I understand why that matters, but 9 times out of 10, like he said, how many people gonna tell you that, oh, hey, the dog sitting in the kennel all day long and it's aggressive at times, just be careful. But hell no, they trying to get that sale.
But that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about for the folks that jump on the bandwagon as soon as they see what happened. Like he said before, they ask no questions. Right. They don't do nothing. They just jump on it because someone said something about it. Someone said a GK dog attack. What happened? Nope. They ain't told him what shit. He had him in the corner beating the brakes off him with a baseball bat before he attacked him.
Henry,
what about?
Luckily, Henry, I've never wished this on any of y'all, but honestly, luckily, you guys haven't experienced it. I'll just say that. Luckily, you haven't experienced, because like I said earlier, it don't have shit to do with how that dog was raised, how that dog was treated, or none of that. If they really have,
if a dog, like you said before, if a dog that hate humans, it don't matter whether you was good to them or not to them. They hate you. They hate you.
No. I'm talking about rage syndrome.
I get what you're saying about the rage syndrome. But yeah, that's what you're saying about the rage syndrome. But I'm saying we gotta talk percentages.
Ass up and listen.
Who you talking, bro? Who you talking about?
Shut your ashy lip ass up and listen sometimes.
That one of your pastor know you talk like that. Hey, somebody tag Jacoby Pastor. Let's see if you
get Pastor Tony on the phone. Get Pastor Tony.
Let's see if we need to put him inside that what's the name one more time.
Talk and educate us. He in the background. Come on. I bet he don't. Shut up sometimes.
They
Yeah,
took
crazy.
you to the river, dog. That pool was not holy water.
But man,
that water started boiling.
They took you to the, but I get what you're saying about the rage syndrome. You know what I'm saying? I understand exactly how rage syndrome works and everything like that. But every dog that's attacking somebody, bro, ain't rage syndrome. We can't just blame it on that. It's like you said before. Someone busts a test out. See if the dog had rage syndrome. What if that dog didn't have rage syndrome? Then what we gonna say? You get what I'm saying? Like what you gonna blame it on? What I'm saying is,
but that's
instead of like you said before, folks just jumping on the bandwagon, do some research.
but
See if this dog really tell the truth about what happened with the dog. Like I want to say, oh no, I'm gonna bring that person up. Never mind, I ain't gonna bring that person up because I don't know if we were lying or telling the truth about that situation. So, you know what I'm saying? Never mind. Before I put myself in the trap. But Tank, I think Tank is definitely educated. He's one of the folks that we glad we had on the show so they can shed light on old school, new school, you know, direction of the breed or whatnot. But again, like I said, it's like he said, a lot of folks don't even know what they got their hands on. You know what I'm saying? To even sit there and start talking about, well, you know, my dog don't have this or my dog do have that. You just got the dog because you've seen a whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying, down the road got the dog.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you got the dog. You ain't did no research. You got it because the dog, that's what's hot right now.
My question is, I don't know, where did this syndrome come from? That's one. Two, does other dogs have it? That's the question.
Where did what come from?
The syndrome.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the question I have, because you don't hear about, because I've heard attacks from different other dogs that don't even have a blood.
So this is the thing that people don't realize. Kimbo gets the blame because Kimbo lived to be 10 years old, and he was bred for 10 years. His uncles, his aunties, and brothers, the breeding that Kimbo came from, they did that breeding 2 times. There was almost 15, 20 puppies between the 2 litters. Where they at? Why we only know about Kimbo?
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have got one.
Hey, they were some dope ass puppies too, bruh. They were some dope ass puppies. But you got like 15 dogs from 2 different breedings, and we only know about one. But then we also, before I even really was educated about the GK stuff, my first paper dog that I had was a Toro grandson. Toro, who is Kimbo's dad on paper. I had an actual Toro grandson. I'm asking around just because back then we ain't had nothing but words on the pedigree. It wasn't no Bullypedia and pictures and all this shit. That's another reason I started collecting all these pictures. But you start hearing stories back then that Toro was crazy as fuck. Toro had to get sent off to a ranch somewhere.
Walk us through Kimbo Ped and Jug Ped. So you saying them are actually their parents?
No, not Kimbo. Jug, yes, but not Kimbo.
All right, walk us through Kimbo pedigree.
Kimbo is off of father-daughter breeding. The Diva's dad is also Kimbo's dad, which is not Toro. Toro is actually Kimbo's half brother. That's not his dad. Their real dad don't have papers.
Okay.
Their real dad is a fucking junkyard dog. But he was a butthead bred junkyard dog that was not meant to breed. A junkyard dog that actually protected a junkyard. Seriously. Until he died.
I ain't gonna lie, the way your eyes just got big and looking, I thought you trying to protect your phone. The way you junk your dog, killing you.
But that's how it happened. The dog, they were literally using the dog for a little bit of nothing. Go over there, get a guy a couple of $100 and some beer or some shit. The dude didn't even speak English. He doesn't even know that his dog has blood all over the world right now. Just imagine if you was him. He's still, I believe he's in Long Beach or something. He's still out there chilling with his dog or his old dog. Got dogs all over the map, produced famous dogs all over the place, and this guy don't even know it. He ain't get compensated for that because they were just over there. Gus used that dog like 4-5 times. He used him to create Yogi. So Yogi is paper hung in a motherfucker, which is easy as fuck to see. When you look at him, he looked just like Kimbo. He looked just like Kimbo. He looked like a twin. When I first saw them dogs, I thought Yogi was Kimbo's son before I saw the pedigree.
He definitely do look like Kimbo.
Yogi and Kimbo are half brother. Toro is another half brother.
So you, I mean, that just goes to shit, man. That shit crazy. Hey, Junkyard Dog must have been a producer.
Well, he was produced by a breeder. He just wasn't supposed to be bred. Pet home. You know, he was a pet home dog.
Is that the
He
reason?
was a protection
temperament-wise?
dog.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
Yeah.
Protection dog.
Exactly. That was it. He was June from Butthead Kennels created that dog. And
So
Dan
that's where all the aggression come from, Kimbo wise.
Correct. That's why I say it's not. It's kind of mislabeling it, calling it GK, because it's technically Butthead Blood, not GK. Especially the Kimbo stuff. That's more Butthead. It's a little like foundation GK behind there, but not like the big GK. Like the Gray Line GK stuff is behind Kimbo, not the big GK shit. Even Charlie shit didn't get bigger until he introduced Diva, which is off of that blood. That's where Cora came from. Or yeah, that's where Cora came from.
Which Diva are you talking about?
Diamond.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Diamond.
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 Yeah. Okay.
I get all these. I got like a kabillion pedigrees and dogs in my head, bro. You got to forgive me sometimes.
I'm trying to follow along too.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, that dog was used many times and then inbred many times on top of that. So you got Jug, Xena, Jug's mom was off of Big Boy Brick. Big Boy Brick was litter mates to excuse me. Big Boy Brick was litter mates to Cora. So you got a Cora daughter bred to inbred rhino son, and then they took dogs off of that, and then you think about it, most of the breedings they did with Jug, at least the in-house breedings, most of the breedings they did with Jug were line breedings, and then they inbred him to his litter mate sister, the Created Legion.
You all right, bro?
You know, it's like they kept just concentrating on the blood. Jug half brother Kush was caught chewing on somebody's head.
Who was caught chewing on what?
Kush, GK Kush. That's his paper name. GK Kush off of Pac-Man.
I remember Kush. I remember Kush. Yeah.
Pac-Man is Xena's son. Pac-Man is off of Cora, so still Cora blood.
What you mean caught chewing on? Chewing on like a live person head or a dog head?
Person, bruh. A live person. I was 2 seconds away from getting that dog my damn self, because I was still fucking with GK Blood up until 2013, 2014. The white think I know so much about it. Shit. I'm down the street from these people. I was still fucking with the blood up until I was still considering using the blood back then.
It's too late.
He killed the person?
They said she survived somehow. It was somebody's grandma.
Damn.
But they always, and then on top of that, when you listen, they don't, like I say, they don't tell you what's going on with the dog. My boy who had Kush, he hits me up, asks me if I want him. And he's like, oh man, yeah, I just got to get rid of him, because he has some other situations going on outside of the dogs, but it was affecting the dogs. So he was just trying to get rid of all of his dogs. So I really like dog, because I was actually getting ready to breed to Kush. And this is when I find out, he goes, oh yeah, just don't have him around no little kids. The guy I got him from, which is Sonny, which is I want to say Andrea's either kennel partner or nephew or something like that. Sonny is who originally owned Kush, and he said that Sonny told him he almost bit his daughter. That's why he got him. And now he's saying he having problems with him too. Like, bro, no, I got kids over here. Exactly. I got little nieces and nephews. I don't want that dog. And then I shit you not, a month or two later is when I got the call about him being found chewing on somebody. That was when I really gave up on GK. Because during that same time frame, I was around the people, and I'm noticing certain shit, and I'm seeing the temperament. I was going to breed to Heavy D. I was getting ready to breed Heavy D to my King Lion daughter. I was going to bring Pac-Man to one of her daughters.
Pictures of Heavy D. He looked phenomenal on the pictures. Was he really like that?
Heavy D was about 80 pounds. That dog was a XL pocket, as I like to say. He was probably like 17, 18 inches. That's why I don't fuck with internet stats or internet pictures. That dog was because he
I
was
told you
super
I asked you for a
inbred.
sleep.
He was super inbred. His dad is off of father-daughter breeding, and they bred him to his litter mate sister, or at least a sister from one of the breedings, because they did the breeding twice. But that's not what it say on paper.
Damn.
That's what created Heavy D. Anybody who's been around Heavy D will tell you that is a dog that he never showed any emotion. You didn't know if that dog was happy, sad, nothing. He never wagged his tail. I don't even know if the dog ever barked or growled or anything. He would just look at you.
Man, it's so crazy. Like I said, maybe back then they didn't know it would be like it is today, but that's so dangerous because the people of today, go to do a breeding by just looking off the pedigree, just lining off the pedigree, the Pitpedia that we go off of. Not knowing that we can create so much damage and fire and things along that nature just by the shit being so rigged and us not even knowing it.
That's my point. That's been my point. A lot of people don't understand that they have what they have. I'm not saying that if you got a GK dog, you're guaranteed to get attacked. No, I'm not saying that, but just be mindful of what's back there, especially if you line breeding and shit. And especially if you selling that shit to a family.
Right.
That's always been my thing, bro. If you gonna breed that shit, go ahead breed that shit, but at least give somebody a heads up. Just imagine somebody never gave you a heads up and a 140, 150 pound dog get on your ass for no damn reason.
I ain't gonna cap.
I've seen it many times.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard of an attack 2 days ago.
You said what, Mario?
I heard of an attack 2 days ago with some Kimbo blood. 2 days. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It happens more often than people realize. It happens out here all the time. This is where it comes from. It happens out here all the time and it don't reach the boards. Yeah, even before it was a conversation on the boards, it was already happening out here. This is how people don't know that GK Payday was fucking shot, ran over by a truck, and the motherfucker was still trying to kill his owner, and he had to shoot him again.
Dang.
So if you're gonna breed it, it's good to know this shit. Yeah, it's not just Kimbo. It's anything related to his mom. That's really that whole litter his mom came from is behind a whole lot of these dogs. From BGK to UKC Most Wanted to Charlie shit. It's all the same fucking shit.
And that's another thing too. It was an article that went around, and of course, Andre, he always got to try to make himself look like this damn dude in shining armor. Like, bro, how you gonna talk down about a blood when that's basically what your program is based off of? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how you gonna talk about it? Then you sat there and made up a whole YouTube channel talking about the little girl who got killed, some years back. But then you turn around and breed Kimbo into your program and talk about you didn't know it was there.
Again.
You gonna talk about you didn't know it was there.
It was more than one.
But you didn't look back that far in the pedigree. You ain't gotta look back that far.
Because he went back to that Merle dog.
You know what
he
I'm
went
saying?
right back to that Merle dog.
It's weird. It's weirdos like that right there. That's what I'm talking about, man. I understand those folks out there who just trying to speak to, get people to follow them or like them more. And then you got people like Tank that don't care if you like them or not. You know what I'm saying? He don't care if he gonna tell his story and ain't got nothing to do with I'm trying to protect what I have or I'm trying to get folks to like me more. He just gonna tell the story like it is.
That is what it is. It's for y'all protection. I know what it is already. I know what it is. But yeah, I didn't know dude was over there sitting on all that Kimbo blood like that. That's crazy, especially considering documentaries and shit. That's fucking crazy.
And I mean, you do have a lot of people who, they do breed the blood heavily on top of each other. And I don't know if they sweep what happens or they don't have incidents. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, research, man. You can't always take everything word of mouth research. You can, for a lot of these dogs, you can kind of stop yourself and look. and say, hey, that don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I remember when old buddy tried to come out with Black Friday and try to convince everybody that was Black Friday paying. Like, bro, you got to be kidding me. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about your dog, Daddy.
I don't know. You know what? There's two situations in the dog game since I've been in it that's been the funniest junk in the world. One, old boy trying to convince everybody that was Black Friday paid. And two, my boy who had
What did he say? I never. Maybe
Bruh.
I.
He said, bro, I'll never forget that shit. I looked at that dog and I already knew who that dog was off of.
I know.
I already knew who
Nicole Smith was the mom, right?
And then,
Anna Nicole Smith was the mom, or Nikki was the mom?
Yeah, Anna Nicole, yeah. Because I remember because my boy Polo was her sister.
Bro, that dog, Keaton, fuck that. Keith was full of shit. That dog was paper hung like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And then the other one,
who was he off of?
What?
Who was Black Friday off of?
Man, you know the dog off. Man,
stop back in there. Get on my damn nerves.
I'm just trying to make sure that what I know is facts. Everybody talking about it, facts ain't facts, so I need to make sure.
But my other one was my boy who said that his tick dog had threw Merles, man. I forgot. Damn,
I seen that. I seen that.
My boy said his tick dog threw Merles, man, and man, the guy that I think for a week straight.
Yeah, I know it was bad.
Everybody in the bully world was on.
I mean, it could have been somebody. At
but
this point,
the two funniest situations so far.
The dogs that I thought was off certain dogs, we all just now hearing they really wasn't off them dogs. So I'm asking, I'm asking for sure.
Around
man,
that time,
those so far. I mean, those are the two funniest situations so far since honestly. I mean, that was bigger than the Rock hamburger incident, man. To me, that shit was funny. As hell. He tried to really convince us that was that pedigree. I couldn't believe it, man. But hey, Keith was not giving that up, man. Not giving that up, yo.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you're right. There's definitely been some funny situations.
Yeah, man. But nah, Tank, as always, man, we appreciate you always coming on here supporting us, man. Shout out to you and your program. I know a lot of folks ain't on, that old school breeding that you like. You're heavy with the OG Gotti line blood. I saw that you was getting on Rudy the other day. I can't believe he said that his shit looked like that blood. I don't know what the hell, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he really was convinced that his junk looked like that blood.
Brad, no
hey, hold up, man. Hey,
no
hold
lies.
up, y'all. Stop. Hey, what's up to my old first son, Lou tapping in? Hey, appreciate you, Lou. Hope you and the fam doing good down there in the good state of Florida, man. Miss you, big dog. I'm gonna have to come down there and holler at you, man. My bad, y'all. So my first son jumped in there. I had to holler at him.
Nah, no lie though, I had to get on Rudy. I've been biting my tongue actually since that last time I was on here. He was taking jabs at me when we was on here that last time. So I've been biting my tongue this whole fucking time.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, big brother, but I thought Axel was the only one.
No. I heard a lot more people. A lot of more dogs.
Got a lot of bowlers up there.
Yeah.
I can't complain, Lou. I'm gonna have to come holler at you, brother. I'm gonna come down there and holler at you, man. Give me some Modellas on ice, man. I'm come holler at you, brother.
Nah, but
Axel was tough to me.
He was tough,
I like
but
that.
you can definitely see he was different from the rest of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what made me like him too.
He was different from the rest of them. But back to Rudy, man. Rudy was
listen, man. Again, like I told him on the what's the name, hey man, we try to show you respect, bro. But you're not gonna come on here and talk about one of my guys, or come on here and try to talk about we didn't want to be in your live, bro. We don't want to be in no seminar. You know what I'm saying? You want to give us a seminar about dogs because you using the dogs or whatever, man. No one about to sit through that and talk and hear you talk about that for 30 minutes in that old Italian mob boss voice, man. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to hear you talk. Talk my ear off about the same thing.
I had to get on Rudy because I was tired of him talking shit about XLs. Like, I talk shit about XLs too, but it's like we're like siblings. You know what I mean? You only family can talk shit about family. You know what I mean? So he talking all this shit, and I'm like, bro, you over there got them old midget ass dogs you calling Gotti line dogs. Shit like that got me, bro. Shit like that.
Some exotic. Your hand on the speaker, bro.
Something like that,
your hand on the speaker.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Yeah, he made a post talking about asking Dave Wilson them to create a new class, the miniature XL. I mean the miniature bullies or something like that. I guess so his dogs can have a class. Something weird, man.
No,
Something
why
weird,
don't you
man.
fucking breed to the standard like he was kept trying to say in all them fucking seminar posts?
Oh yeah, Veronica, the giveaway is definitely still on. TBK still holding that down. Again, if y'all don't know about the giveaway, my bad, Tank. TBK is having a giveaway. The whole TBK staff, that's TBK Ohio, TBK Louisiana, TBK Texas, and what the other dude from?
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Okay, TBK Bama. Them boys is having a
It's
giveaway
about
from 4 different Alabama, right? Montgomery, Alabama?
nah, Texas. It's
Oh, my
Texas.
bad.
It's a
Oh, my
Montgomery,
bad.
Texas.
Texas.
That's cool.
But they having a giveaway. So again, y'all gotta go and share their posts. Follow all of the TBK what's it called? TBK members, and share the post exactly how they said, and then they're gonna have a drawing where you can choose, or they're gonna choose for you which puppy you get from the 4 litters.
Man, we let the people choose, man.
Okay, they're gonna let you choose what puppy you want from the litter. So
Can't we waiting on you, man?
again,
What up?
go ahead. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying? Go ahead and follow that.
kid know he
Yes,
can't
the
come. He
giveaway
gonna
is
get fired.
definitely-
He gonna get fired.
Get down.
No, but something that was missed in the comments. Somebody said people forget about XB Blood was hot too.
No, I said that. I said back in the day when that XB Blood was going around, man, it was definitely hot.
Great
You know,
line.
it wasn't for everybody. It was not for everybody to put their hands on. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know how to deal with a dog with high energy that maybe didn't like another dog, or you know what I'm saying, that that you couldn't really take to a dog show, I mean, you had to.
I think now that you say that, I think that's also part of the issue too. Is a lot of breeders are so open and willing to just take somebody money because they got the money. You
Hella
need to
hot
make sure
dog.
that motherfucker you selling the dog to can handle the dog that you selling it.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
if not, you just created more problems. And then on top of that, since you sold the puppy, your name is attached to the problem now.
Right.
So that's it. Vetting
Okay.
the people you sell puppies to is very important. I don't care if motherfucker come and waving money in front of my face. I got a job.
But that's all some people really care about, man. It's the money, you know what I'm saying? TBK, that's all they really give a damn about is the money. But you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But again, you know, we gonna try to, you know, educate everybody. I tell people all the time, and listen, you know, if you're not used to a big dog, these dogs get big, you know, and they require a lot of attention. So make sure that you give them a lot of attention and love, and take your time with them. You know, if you're not used to dealing with a dog that's gonna give you some pushback, that's what kind of breed this dog is. You know, you can't just be, oh, come here, sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to raise your voice at them, or sometimes you got to put your hands on them, you know?
Yeah.
So, again, you know, don't just, because someone come with money that, you know, you just, hey, here go a dog. I know this dog got problems, whatever, but you got the money that I'm asking for, and you going to pay me for the dog, and then that's be it, you know? So, yeah, Ken. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you was good in that situation too. And these breeders just kennel and don't train, don't socialize them, even being the owners. They don't even know their own dogs. Big facts, Josh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, like Tank said earlier, a lot of people only pull their dogs out to take them dang on front stack shots, and that's it. Put them right back up. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, they don't even spend no time with them. They don't even take them out for a walk. Someone asked earlier who throw balls with their dog. Some of my dogs won't chase no ball. They'll chase a rope, you know, so they might chase a car or something like that.
That'll start a fight over here.
Yeah, you know, so they don't some of them don't chase balls. Some of them prefer ropes, or you know, even a stick, you know. But again, they out there, you know what I'm saying? They be out there in the yard. You know, I have to watch my dogs though, because they like to try to dig China. So yeah, some dogs, you know, again, I don't know, man. I know that some dogs do switch, you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some dogs just switch, you know, but a lot of times some dogs, they switch because of incident. I had a female, I mean, one of the best females I ever had, you know, I produced her. I got her from the family to do a breeding with her. Unfortunately, I had her in the backyard, and she wasn't used to being on the yard with the other females. And a fight broke out. She had just been bred, and it was my fault, no fault due to the dog at all. She had just been bred, and the other girls was out there smelling on her. Her own mom was out there smelling on her, and I guess, you know, pack mentality, they jumped on her. After that, this girl completely changed. She hated her mom. Every time I would let her out, she dead shot to her mom. Separated her, gave her back to the original family. They had an older dog. It was a male. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get along with their female dog, so they separated the little female dog from her. But then all of a sudden, she started going after the older male. Long story short, the dog just became where she could be only dog. Couldn't be no other dog around her. But it all started from that incident. Because before then, I got plenty of videos and pictures of her colored up. Even when she came to my yard, she got along with the dogs. It was just that incident. Just turned into a dog that couldn't be around other dogs. You know what I'm saying? It just happened.
Look, that's all.
And it was my fault. It was my fault.
One encounter will change your whole motherfucking attitude of these dogs.
Definitely can. I mean, I've seen it more than one time. So, again, like I said, man, it's like Tank said, some dogs, they got it in them, ain't nothing you can do. And then, like I said, I feel like sometimes it is the owner. Sometimes owners create a problem, and they don't know how to go about handling that problem. They don't try to address the problem, and the problem just gets worse, and then that's just it. You know what I'm saying? That's just it.
Well, I got a question. What you think? Tank, dial back a little bit. Okay, about what happened in the UK. Did you actually see those dogs? Like some of them attacks?
I saw one, yeah.
Do they look like anything remotely what they blood they saying they are? You think they do?
Y'all keep thinking about the studs y'all like and all that. It's a whole lot of dogs that are shitty as fuck, just like that right here in the United States with ABKC XL bully paperwork. Yes. I've seen
they
some
look like they were just like total out junkyard dogs.
Yeah,
that's what it like.
Where I say these dogs come from? Junkyard dog, right?
True. That's true. You got it.
A lot of these, that's what I was saying. I get what you're saying. Like, yes, you can't just look at the dog and say it's an XL bully, but you also can't look at it and say it is not. I need to see some paperwork. You know, somebody gonna have to confirm it, because I see you go to a show any day out here in California, you'll see some XLs that look like that.
Oh,
it's a whole lot of these breeders be pet homing those up. Say it again.
We just said paperwork means nothing.
For some dogs, yeah. For some dogs, you know what I'm saying, paperwork means nothing, you know what I'm saying, at all. But I kind of understand what Jamario's saying, like, hey, okay, you saying that dog got GK in it. Let's see what else we got going on here.
I seen one of them with chocolate, and I don't even see too many GK chocolate dogs. I'm gonna be real with you.
If that dog got that dog in it that we know got that cross, and that cross is from that type of breeder dog that we know, I'm not pointing the finger at GK. I'm pointing the finger at the owner. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. You know what it was. You know. But again, you know, when I say owner, like you said, Tank, sometimes people put dogs in folks' hands that they don't have a clue about. So now when I say owner, I'm talking about the breeder. You knew what it was before you sold this dog to them folks, and you just didn't say nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? So when I say owner, I'm talking about if the person that owns the dogs knows, and then also, you know, the person who sold the dog, you know. But again, man, you know.
Here's another big thing, though. It's like, at this point, when we breed it, it's in almost everybody's pet, no matter what. Like, let's be honest. No matter how you slice it. The most known breeders besides maybe Pro Bulls, it's in everybody's pedigrees, and that's getting pushed out mostly to the UK.
You said what? Say again, Jamari. What you said?
I said at this point that we are in breeding, like this day, what they're claiming it to be, it's in every single person's pet now, almost. Besides probably Pro Bulls dogs, some Pro Bulls dogs.
Right.
If you want to be honest. So it's hard to even say that because it's in everybody's pet now.
Yeah, that's
what makes it. I'm for what Tank said about you know, testing the dog.
Even Pro Bulls though with the ghost space.
Well, yeah, but that's why I said some, but I said not the main stuff.
Yeah. But it's like Tank said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, testing a dog isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
but I feel like if you're gonna test one dog, test all dogs.
That's true.
Test them all. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the person that's over here pointing their finger, get rid of them dogs, get rid of them. Well, let's do a test on your dog. Well, ain't this about a bitch? You got my language, y'all. You got the same blood as this dog over there you talking about. So go ahead and put him in the paddy wagon too. Don't sit here and talk about, no, I want to move a little boot. No, player, you was 20 fingers. Guess what? You found out they got the same blood as yours. Put them in the paddy wagon. He going with them.
Henry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, what, bro?
I'll say this though,
Bro.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. No matter what happened and how much people go against it, people still gonna buy it.
No,
Because you gotta realize what
It's
type
not
of people we got in this world. People like playing with their lives anyway, so they don't care. They gonna get it regardless.
Say something gay. Well, go ahead.
No, I just want to ask you a legitimate question, an honest question, all BS aside. A grown man to another grown man.
You know what I'm talking about? Bro,
Like,
go ahead.
What was you thinking before you got on live with the colors that you wear? I'm asking. No,
It's
no.
Thursday night football, man.
Question. Don't try to fire off at me.
Thursday night football.
White, blue, black.
No, bro.
red,
I got on my team hat because I wanted folks to know it's the nation. No matter how the season goes, it's the nation. You know what I'm saying? Folks gonna hate on us regardless.
Okay.
But we keep Tua healthy. Y'all boys gonna see this all year long. Every time I get on this live on Thursday, I'm putting this on. I don't care what color I got on this. You gonna see this. That's what you gonna see.
Okay.
So that's the reason why for it. I ain't had this on all day. I put it on specifically when I got on this live. It's Thursday night football.
Match the shirt before you put it on.
Say what?
You knew it didn't match nothing you had.
Exactly. I don't need the master shirt.
Can I ask you another question, big brother?
Listen, man.
See the pants. What you wearing? Let me see the pants.
Pants,
Oh, he got on some gray sweat. Oh, that boy got on some grandpa sweatpants.
I got on some what?
Them gray grandpa sweatpants. Let me see.
Bro,
Go back.
No grandpa sweatpants, man.
Mama, no.
Oh, we understand, man. We understand that when you put on gray sweatpants,
do you got on
nobody
shoes?
Stops and sees you, Jacoby. You know what I'm saying? When I put on gray sweatpants, it's a different reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's a different reaction.
Do you have on shoes? Do you have on shoes?
No, no shoes, bro. I on socks.
I bet the socks are different color too, right? Keep it real.
No, the socks are the same color as my shirt, black.
Okay, all right. So okay. So
exactly. So true fan, bro. True fan, man. This dude over here don't understand.
Let me get this right. Gray, black, white, red, orange, blue. Mixed in.
Did you not hear me just now say I put this on for the live, bro?
Man,
did you not hear me say that? I just said I put this on in Thursday night football. Rep your team. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a session. Well, we know you ain't got no team, bro. We know you ain't got no team, so we're gonna give you a team. All right. We're gonna have a Thursday night session where everybody who come on the show, if they come on the camera, you gotta be representing your team.
All right, I'm down with that.
We don't want no bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? When the team gets to the championship, also that's your team. Now we're gonna rep them from the beginning. It's early in the season.
Yeah, let's get back on the subject.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But man, Keaton, man, we always on subject on here, man. No wonder why Jamario said that. But nah, for real.
I said it before you.
UK,
wait,
UK got a strange.
Let's get this correct. The UK, are they officially banning all dogs?
It's banned already. It's done.
It's done?
It's done.
I saw something today that said like Christmas time or something like that.
No, it started in September. See, they actually starting to take dogs from people now. Like already. Like they going to people's houses. Yeah.
Damn.
It's done.
Damn.
Yeah, it's that serious.
Yeah,
PK definitely.
I seen that, but I didn't really think that it was all the way true. But
damn,
it's true. Like I seen the paperwork.
No, they didn't waste no time.
Why old boy from the UK was getting rid of all them dogs. He said it was a health problem.
But it was before, yeah. He probably already knew.
Yeah, smart. Okay, that makes sense.
And he was letting them go for a good price. So
I knew. I was like, something is wrong with this. That's why.
Oh, what dude you talking about? You talking about old buddy that sold Brandon dog?
Yeah.
I about to say I noticed that he was selling a lot of his dogs too. That you know what I'm saying, but I just figured I didn't. At first, I thought maybe it was one of those things where he wasn't getting used overseas because it costs an arm and a leg to ship from overseas. So I just figured that he figured, hey, I can just do one big sale and get it. But maybe that was the reason. Maybe he did get notification that he had to get rid of his stuff.
Because he said people was getting sick. He claimed that he had a situation where somebody was sick. He couldn't take care of the dogs no more. This, that. Just moving them for too good of a price, and just everything was just kind of a little suspicious for me.
Yeah, I mean it could be. I mean, yeah, it could have been.
That's crazy. I didn't realize they didn't drop the hammer already. I thought it was still a conversation.
I'll send it to you.
Do y'all think that would actually come here?
No, they can't do it here.
I
Yeah,
don't
those
think they
type of
will put a
country
ban on, but I think they might do like Texas did. If you got
With
a
the
certain
5
amount of dogs,
Oh
you
yeah,
will
yeah,
have to go out
yeah.
and get a license. Now that might
Was it
be
four
something they
four
start to
females?
implement in
5
different states.
if you have
Five?
5 breeding females,
Yeah,
then
if you got a certain amount of dogs, you got to go out and get a license, and that right there is gonna definitely change the game for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Well, I can talk about this. Recently here in Louisiana, they had a show that we couldn't even bring XLs to.
That
Yeah,
was a bull job. That was
I
that
didn't.
person.
No, they was for real. They was turning people around. I heard.
Are you serious? Oh, you
Yeah,
know what? About like 2 weeks ago, I think I
yeah,
saw
last weekend.
that. Yeah,
So I
yeah,
got a
yeah.
question, Jamil. Was
Hmm?
they out there with a wicker measuring these dogs?
That's what I wanted to know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
Because again, what if I walked in there and my standard looked like a big XL? You just gonna turn me around and say you can't come in here with this dog?
that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? What if I got a big standard that looked like an
Wasn't
XL? You
it?
gonna say, all right,
Wasn't
you
it
can't come in here?
an exotic show though?
It's an exotic show.
See, that's why.
Man, they not even the same breed. You
I
should
Yeah.
have went
told
to
you.
that show anyway.
That's why I just
No,
told
I
you
was
earlier. I said I would have
just
showed up my junk
That's a
anyway.
show. That's a show for Rudy.
that's a show for Rudy. No, I was just wondering because I was like,
No,
this
I
is like
got you.
literally like 10 minutes, so
Yeah,
I was going to slide through.
yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
so I asked them, they was like, no, you can't come. I was like,
they
what?
take the dogs. What are they doing with them?
They probably
What?
euthanizing them if they taking them out there. They ain't sitting on them. They
Well,
ain't trying to feed them.
this was their excuse. They was like, they are known as aggressive breed. But I believe, I'm going to be honest with you, I believe the guy that put on the show made it like that on purpose. Because that another guy, he literally puts on the show in the same area.
What
And they don't
I'm
have no
asking is,
problems.
after they take them, then what they do with them?
What you talking about?
Oh, you talk about over in the UK?
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
I don't
probably
know
put
about
them
that.
down.
I'm
I
pretty
They
just
sure.
know
probably
they
put them
started
down.
taking them.
I'm pretty sure. They might put them down.
Yeah, most probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's most likely what's gonna happen because they're not gonna pet home them out. So I'm pretty
yeah,
sure they're taking them and just putting them down.
yeah.
Somebody said, I think you are breed. If you are breeding pretty, period, you should have a license. Oh, y'all got a license?
Mhm.
I ain't got no license, but I'm
Yeah,
just
I
hobby
got
to
license.
use it. So
Driver's license.
I got
no license
zero.
either.
I got a permit.
You going to?
Know what he talking about? I got my license.
But I mean, I can see some,
Issue.
I can see some what's the name to that, having a breeding license. But then at the same time, if you have a breeding license, I mean, that's kind of to me like an established business, to have
Man, I live in
breeding
Louisiana.
license
I
and all
don't care
that kind of
about that,
stuff.
man.
Hey, them people gonna get straight in your life. Trying to see what you generating too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, again, like I said, it's definitely something that I feel like the XLs have lost their way. I feel like now a lot of people kind of got away from that perfect built dog that we was trying to have once back in the day when folks was really trying to just build that one real XL that just everybody want. Now everybody every which way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want my dog to be colorful. I want my dog to be 29 inches, but he 230 pounds. Everybody
But even
it's lost its way.
back in the day, wasn't it built on preference?
I can't really say it was built off preference back in the day. It was depending on what class you was trying to be in. A lot back in the day, a lot of people stuck with the classes. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the extreme folks, you had the
I ain't gonna
standard
lie.
folks.
I like it better now if that's the case. Because
You like
even
what?
even back in the day, if I existed, I'm gonna produce what I want to produce. Period.
It's true.
That's what
Of course,
happened.
Here's
you're
my
gonna say
thing.
you like it better.
That's
Of course,
what happened. That's why we got so many classes right now.
Right.
Because
Here's my
everybody
thing.
was doing what the fuck they wanted to do.
well,
Here's
really,
my thing.
we don't have the classes that we used to have back in the day. Because I mean, you really
Nah.
could identify a dog in that class. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you got people that have litter mates that's literally in different
Different
classes. They don't
classes.
even
Hey,
be in the
facts.
same class. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like they in different class. The whole litter in a different class. So again, like I said, I mean, it's kind of lost its consistency, man. Nowadays, folks are ashamed to show you litter mates. It's something like you said earlier, Tank. A person can breed a dog. That dog done got 25 productions on the ground, but they're only showing us 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like what happened to the
Yep.
rest of the litter mates? We saw them puppies when you were selling them. Now where they at?
Yeah, that
Now
was
you got the excuse of
Wait. Let's touch on that, right? In some cases it's different, right? Because I done sold a a lot of puppies to people that I can't even